Hi everyone! So today we are going to be doing a foundation comparison slash review. I got in my Sephora VIB haul the Dior Skin Air Flash and the Sephora Perfection Mist Airbrush foundation. Both kind of like spray paint cans kind of foundation, and we are going to spray one half with one and the other half with the other and see if they're the same. This is $62 and the Sephora one is $28. The Sephora one does have a little bit more, not noticeable. The Dior is 2.3 fluid ounces and the Sephora is 2.5 fluid ounces. And I want to talk about the claims of each foundation because they might be different. Well, let's talk about the Sephora one first. And I got the color, just so you guys know, I got the color Fair, which is light with neutral undertones. Okay, so this claims, I'm going to be reading it, so don't mind if I look over here. Blur imperfections seamlessly and control shine for up to 10 hours with this satin finish foundation. The weightless microfine pigments of InstaBlend technology ensure color lays down smooth and seamlessly. You can build to your own desired coverage level from full to light for a flawless look every time. Mineral-rich red algae extract protects the skin from environmental stress and helps smooth the skin for soft focus airbrushed finish that lasts. So that's the Sephora one. So it's supposed to control shine and last for up to 10 hours. So the Dior one, I got color 100. Get a runway ready look with this innovative mist foundation inspired by the airbrushing techniques used backstage at fashion shows. This unique micro diffusion system delivers a fine mist of foundation to provide a soft velvety complexion. Customize your coverage by choosing to apply straight from the can for a lighter finish or with a kabuki brush for a fuller finish. Mother of pearl pigments even skin tone and diminish the appearance of skin's irregularities and fine lines, leaving your skin glowing with optimum radiance. This might end up being a little weird because this one says it's supposed to control oil and this one says it's supposed to be radiance. So one side of my skin might be matte and the other side might be radiant. But we're going to try them anyways. And I am not going to be applying it straight out of the can. I can't even imagine how that would go over. Maybe someone with lighter hair, but because I have such dark hair, I feel like I would just have crap everywhere. Let's see, we're gonna do the Dior one on my left side and the Sephora one on my right side. So we're gonna start with Dior. I don't know if I want to spray it on my hand or just spray it straight on my brush. I think I'm just gonna spray it straight on the brush. Okay. Oh, it smells good. It doesn't smell like a can of spray paint. This is so weird. Okay. It looks like it's got really good coverage. And just so you guys do know, I am using the Makeup Gate brush. I'm just going to apply a little bit more of a layer. I usually wouldn't, but I really like to test a foundation by applying a good amount. So I'm just going to apply a little more than normal just to see how buildable it is, so that if someone has imperfections, they will know if it builds well. So far, it looks really good. It doesn't look luminous, and it does look like it gives actually pretty good coverage. I would say this is like a good medium, and then you can continue to build up to full. But it feels good on the skin and it smells really good. So I actually so far really like how this applied. It applied very well. And now we're gonna do the Sephora side. Ooh, this is very cold. And this one does not smell good. So, but I mean, it's not like it's gonna last, the smell. This one also looks like it's blending very well. Again, I'm gonna add one more layer. All right, let me take a look. I do feel like the Dior one is probably a fuller coverage than the Sephora one. The Sephora one seems to be a little bit lighter coverage. And the Dior one does look like it's oxidizing. Can you guys see that this half of my face is a little bit darker? You can definitely tell that this is more of a neutral tone and this is more yellowy. I don't know how I'm gonna balance that out. Maybe more bronzer on this side, less on this side. I don't know. So far, they both blended really nicely and they both look like they, you know, went over pores and blemishes just fine. Dior is on this side, Sephora is on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup and then we'll come back and we'll see how the makeup applied over the foundation. I am not gonna set this foundation just so we can see how the actual finish works with other makeup. I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Alright everyone, I'm back from doing my makeup and both sides were easy for me to apply blush and bronzer without having a powder over top. To have my honest opinion right now, I kind of like the Sephora side a little better. I feel like you can see a lot more imperfections with like texture and pores and stuff with my Dior side. I'll zoom you guys in a minute so you can see. I don't think it's like super noticeable that one side is a little more texturized, but when it's that much more money to have the Dior one, you kind of want it to be a little bit better than the $26 one, or $28, right? Dior was $62, Sephora was $28. I mean, that's a $34 difference, so you definitely want it to be like, to be able to spend that much money, or at least I do. I don't know about you, but it has to be like really good to spend $62 on a foundation. So I'm gonna zoom you in, I guess, let you guys come to your own opinion on which side you think looks better. And then I think I'm gonna check out throughout the day and see the longevity of each foundation and see how it wears throughout the day and see if my like blush and bronzer stays on. So yeah, I'll check in maybe twice more throughout the day. So let's zoom in right now and then you can get a better look. I think you can kind of see that my pores are much bigger on this side than they are on this side. I feel like there's a lot more texture and it almost looks a tad dried. It's not dry. Look, you can see my wrinkle on that side. You cannot see it on this side. And there's not, my pores aren't as visible and there's not as much texture. All right, so that was a close-up look. I definitely think that you could see in the camera that I had more texture. And just so you guys know, I did apply under the foundation this Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro primer, as well as right here in my pore area, I pat some of the NYX pore filler into my pores right there. Yeah, interesting that you can see the line. So it's already kind of settled into my crease, the line on this side, but not on this side. Let's watch it throughout the day and see which one does better. I'm heading out. I'm going grocery shopping. I'm running errands. I just got back from being in Canada. So I actually have a lot of errands to run. And so we'll see how this lasts. I'll see you guys, I guess, in a little bit. Oh, and the time. The time right now is 10:59 a.m. See you guys soon. Bye. Hi everyone. Okay, I am back from running errands. It is now 3:32 in the afternoon. And sorry if you can see ahead. My daughter just woke up from a nap right before I was filming and she wants to be held, so just don't mind her. This is just the reality of my life. The Dior side definitely seems a little more luminous than the Sephora side. The Sephora side, I wouldn't say I'm like matte, but it just looks like satin, just like skin. But I'm gonna have to say I still like the Sephora side quite a bit better. I see just a lot more pores, imperfections, settling than I do on the other side, on the Sephora side. Sorry, I'm looking in the mirror trying to get a good look. I think my blush and bronzer and highlighter have both stayed on a good amount. I don't find that one side is wearing more than the other. I think it's just the look of the finish that I like more with the Sephora side. I just think it looks almost like my skin, super natural. And this one, and this one you can just really see my imperfections. How many hours has it been? When did I do this? I did this at like 10:30, right? 10 something, 11. Let's say it was 11. I don't remember what it was. So I mean 4.5, 5 hours. I just think this side looks more perfected than this side. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see. So as you can see, it's basically just like this morning. You know, the wrinkles, you can kind of see all those little, you know, pores, and the smoothness of the foundation isn't the same as this side. Like this side literally just looks like skin. Like, I mean, you can see the line going from there, and there's no line on this side. Also, there's my forehead come into view. This side is a little more luminous. This side is just a little more matte, just a little bit. But I just think it looks basically like my skin. It's not that it's like a terrible foundation. I think it's a great foundation, and it's starting to get a little more luminous than this one, which is great, especially if you're looking for a luminous foundation. But as far as the claims that these airbrush foundations, both of them are basically, you know, like supposed to be perfect and airbrush skin and runway ready, and all of the claims that these both had, I really feel like the Sephora one is holding up to its claims more than the Dior one. We're gonna wait till the end of the night, till I've worn it a full day. All right, guys, so I will check back in with you at the end of the night tonight, and we'll see how this wore all day, and then I'll give you my final opinion then. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Bye. Okay, guys, it is the end of the night. It is, let me check, it is 8:15. So far, I honestly think both the foundations have held up okay. I mean, really, there's nothing like major to say about them. So here it is, both sides, after, how long have I been wearing this? About 8 to 9 hours. I swear there's less pores on this side. Am I being crazy? Where's my head? I do still feel like the Dior side is a little more luminous than the Sephora side. I really do feel like the Sephora side is a little more airbrushed. I feel like my pores and my lines are a little more covered. So my final thoughts is they're both great foundations, and they both wear really nice. This one is a little more luminous, but I did feel like it felt a little bit more of my imperfections, fine lines, pores, you know, any texture that you have on your skin. And this one is not as luminous, but I also don't feel like it's totally matte. It might though, like I usually get oily right here, and I can see I've got just a teeny bit up here on the Dior side and none on this. So if you are oily, it might help control it, but it's not bad for dry skin because I have really dry skin, and this Sephora one worked great with dry skin. There's no dryness or patchiness at all. So the thing is there's not really like a huge thing to say bad about this foundation. It's still a great foundation, and it still applied nicely, and the color was great, and it's worn all day. But when you're comparing it, especially price-wise, to this one, didn't we figure out like a $34 difference? That's a big difference. That's like a whole nother foundation. That's quite a bit of money. I'm gonna have to say that out of these two foundations, this was the winner based on price point and the fact that my skin is a little more flawless than the Dior one. Thanks for watching this review and comparison. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. My next video will be going up on Sunday, and it will be another tutorial using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. So keep an eye out for that. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.